Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Selena from Wholeness Campaign, and today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips to survive the winter without the sun. So this is kind of a funny video idea, but I thought that since I am living in the Chicagoland area, and I know a lot of people who are on gaps who need the sun to detox, are also living in pretty cold areas of the world in the winter time. I thought I would share 5 ways that I am using to stay healthy, to keep my vitamin D levels up so that I don't feel any kind of dip in energy, and also some kind of like lifestyle things that you can incorporate that can also help support your body during this time. So my first tip is cod liver oil. Cod liver oil is so good for you for so many different things. I recently reversed several cavities with cod liver oil. It is a great source of vitamin D, vitamin A, all sorts of fat soluble vitamins in the winter. At least my practitioners recommended for me. Check with yours, but I always say to people who are trying to keep their vitamin D levels up that you should double your dose. Just a note, I am not a fan of synthetic forms of vitamin D. All of these forms of vitamin D that I'm going to mention are natural food-based alternative or some kind of natural method of getting the sun. There can be a lot of issues with the way synthetic vitamin D is absorbed into your body, and the effects of it have been shown to be somewhat negative over the course of time. And so I'm definitely always a proponent for getting it as natural as possible, and cod liver oil will do that. Cod liver oil is the best of the best. Doesn't taste the best, but it is the best of the best. It's a little expensive, but I definitely would recommend making that investment. I will leave some codes and links down below for 2 of my favorite brands, which are Rosita's cod liver oil as well as Green Pastures fermented cod liver oil. 2 really good brands that I trust and I use. Number 2 is just to cook with lard. A lot of people, especially when they're transitioning into a GAPS or Nourishing Traditions lifestyle, find it challenging to understand that animal fats really are good for you, especially when they're sourced well. They are not the source of health issues. It's usually the crappy synthetic, highly processed vegetable oils that have way worse of an effect on your health than any kind of animal-based product. But yes, lard, pork fat, is super rich in vitamin D. It is one of the best healthy fats that you can cook with. I like to just make some bacon and then cook with the bacon grease in my cast iron pan. It works really well, and it is a great source of vitamin D in the winter. Just that little switch, really just what you're cooking in, can keep those energy levels from dipping as the sun kind of goes away. Number 3 is red light. I'm not going to get too far into red light. Maybe I'll do an entire separate video on it. There are so many benefits to red light therapy, and we have one in our house, and it is one of the best things that we've ever invested in. It mimics the sun, and the kind of light that it produces is really beneficial for regulating your circadian rhythm. It helps your body to produce melatonin, and it also stimulates your mitochondria, which means that it helps your body to have more energy on a cellular level. This can really help in the winter when things are just darker, it's colder, there's not as much sunlight around to grab, but a little bit of this in the morning and the evening, it can be very, very helpful. Number 4 is to still just get out in the sunlight whenever possible. Even though the UV index is going to be way lower in the winter, if you're in a colder part of the world like I am, it is still worth getting as much of the sunlight as you can. Even when it's cold, even when it's not really fun to be outside, I would say bundle up and expose, your hands, your face, go outside, spend some time outdoors. That is still going to be your best bet for vitamin D. And number 5 is just to use this as an opportunity to make more nourishing soups. On GAPS, we are eating lots and lots of soups. The wintertime can be a time where, you revert to some of those more intro style meals that can be very nourishing for your body. You can call it soup season, but a lot of the times that people are experiencing symptoms due to nutrient deficiency in the winter, and just making sure that you're upkeeping the amount of meat stock that you're drinking on a daily basis, making sure that you're intaking those really nourishing foods like bone marrow and liver, and finding other kinds of creative ways to make meals and soups, especially that you love and enjoy. I think it's a great way to fuel your body in the winter when there is less sun. Plus, especially for a lot of people who struggle with depression and feel that it may be tied to a lack of sunlight, so maybe seasonal depression, the GAPS nutritional protocol really does go to the root of depression. That is your gut. And so healing and sealing your gut, using those good healing and sealing meat stocks to help to heal your gut lining and nourish your body from the inside out is going to help with those kinds of dips in mood that happens with a lot of people, but especially if you really struggle with that seasonal depression. Going to the root of it and healing that gut lining is why I say soups are so important. I will leave a recipe below for how I make meat stock. I make a lot of meat stock and it's the best. I love it. I think it tastes amazing. My husband really loves it. And so I hope this video was helpful. If you got anything valuable out of it, please leave a comment below. And as always, please like and subscribe to this channel. It's my passion to walk alongside people as they heal and grow. It inspires me and hopefully brings encouragement to you. Thanks for watching.